Afternoon, everyone. Well, it's time to move. Oh, Boaz. It's time to move the cows. As you can see, well, I don't know if you can see. You should be able to see. This is the paddock that they're in. This is the paddock they're not in. So you can see that it's starting to get really chomped down quite nicely over there. And there's still lots of nice fresh grass for them to eat in here. So, I've just got their water filling up over there. So that's the first step because that takes ages. So the next thing I need to do is actually unhook all of my electric fence and make a nice path for them. So I'm going to do that. I'll see if I can find somewhere where I can set you up so you can see what I'm up to. I'm not sure how I'll go with this. Because I didn't bring my tripod down, did I? Might be a bit of an interesting view. Especially an interesting view of my fingers. Drop this, sorry. Okay, I hope you can see. So the first step is to open the paddock they're going to go into. Ideally it'd be good if I had nice handles on all of these. I had a little farm gate type setup so I could just open one thing, but I don't have that. At least not yet anyway. So we're also planning on moving all these paddocks as well. We're just not quite happy with the way it's working. And think we could set it up a lot better so that we actually have the paddocks on contour. So that we can then plant trees and have them grow on contour. Which I'll explain what all that means when we get around to doing it. Step is to take away the paddock ones from the paddock that they're in. Because the big thing is I've got to make sure I leave the middle ones, because otherwise they'll try getting through and they'll get in the road. Now if you're really lucky you can actually see what I'm doing. If you're not and I've set it up badly you won't. But here they go. That's how I move the cows. I just go through and put the wires back. The hard part's waiting for the water to fill up. Happy cows on fresh grass. As you may or may not, you may probably can't see them at the moment. I hope you're not just stuck at the view of the gum tree or the blue sky. If you are, I'm sorry. I'll try and remember to bring my tripod down next time. But I'm in a bit of a hurry this afternoon. So I've just done 2 big loads of rubbish to the dump. Because we've got some dump houses that are about to expire on Wednesday. And I want to use them all before they expire. As simple as that. And I hope you got to see that and weren't just looking at the sky. That would have been painful if you were just looking at the sky. Oh, I think you were just looking at the sky. I'm sorry. I'll look back at the video in a minute, when I've finished. I hope you weren't just stuck looking at the sky, because that would have been a bit boring. So yes, as you can see, I'll take you through the paddock and show you the cows. Oh, happily munching away, enjoying the fresh grass. It's not growing as much as I'd like, but that's because the weather's been so cold. Oh, not that it's really been that cold in comparison to the rest of the planet when they have winter. We have very mild winters here, and it's actually been quite warm this year. But the cooler temperatures at night are making it so the grass isn't growing very quickly. So yes, and after all that, the water's still barely even gone anyway. But it's just gravity fed from the IBC here, which I've filled this up using black pipes, and the water comes up off front of the roofs up there. But yes, so the girls and the boy are happily munching away on the grass. That'll keep them happy for a couple of days, and then I'll move them up to the next paddock. Strangely enough, the outside area seems to grow the best, which is fascinating. Not quite sure how that works, but that seems to have the best growth. So I've been letting them just outside the paddock for a bit, but it's much safer to have the bull inside the electric fence, because he gets under the fences and he's a bit cheeky. Oh, here comes Ruth. And the cows love the Singapore daisy. I have heard that it might make it so they don't get pregnant, which would be really sad. But at the moment, they don't have the feed to be able to cope with being pregnant anyway. So it's probably better if they don't. But yeah, so they love the Singapore daisy, which is good because it kind of it's growing a bit rampant down here. It's not as bad as it is over the other side of the driveway. Oh, you can't see because of the sun, sorry. There's a lot more of it over there. But yeah. Anyway, I've got to go get the rest of my chores done, and as you can tell, the sun is rapidly setting. So yes, off to do the chores. Check out the gum tree. Isn't that pretty? It's just a lovely tree. And a lot of interesting features about that tree. The dead branches here, there and everywhere, which I'm sure it's going to drop at some point and do horrible damage to my fence. But not quite sure how to bring down the dead branches. Anyway, it seems to be growing quite well now. It wasn't all that well when we first moved in, but when it drops branches, they are huge. Huge. Too heavy for me to lift. I think most of the time when I've moved them, I've actually dragged them with the lawnmower. But the lawnmower's not working at the moment, which is not a bit of a problem, it's a big problem. A very big problem. But at the moment, can't get that fixed. But I'm going to go do the rest of my chores, and then I'm going to come back and turn that tap off because it's flowing very slowly and it's going to take a while. And unfortunately, these girls are currently in the furthest paddock away from the rest of the chores. So I'm getting lots of exercise today. But they're just lovely. I love watching my cows. They're lovely animals. Just lovely. They're really enjoying all the grass. Not that there's a huge amount, although there is some nice spots underneath the IBC. It's growing really, really well under there. So, I mean, directly under the IBC is not growing well, but I've only just recently raised that up with the Bessa brick, so it's a bit higher because it was directly on the ground. But yeah, this grass is doing quite well. So yes, it seems to like the extra shade and the environment created by the structures of the IBCs. They seem to create a nice little shelter barrier. I'm not quite sure why, because I did. Not really sure. It'd be interesting to see what the temperature difference is. It could be the thermal mass of the water might be making it a bit warmer around it. But I would be guessing. I don't know. I don't actually know. All I can do is observe that the grass is growing a lot better around the IBCs than it is away from the IBC. So that's really long. Whereas this stuff, it's not so long. Ideally, I would have liked to have let this grow a little bit more, but I just don't have the grass at the moment. But yes, anyway, any comments, questions or suggestions, leave them below. And I'll catch you next video. Have a great one. Bless you.